program to bring you a special news bulletin.
Hi, I'm Gabriel, owner of Black Forest Comics, and this is our special 2015 review. We're going to have our employees go over the top 3 reads of 2015 for them. I'm not going to tell you my top reads because this is for the employees and for you, the viewers and the enjoyers of Black Forest Comics and all our YouTube videos. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy and you can, appreciate and fall in line with what our employees have read. And leave some comments. Feel free to say something about it and let us know what you're reading, what your top 3 were. Again, thank you for watching and thank you for enjoying our stuff.
So Ms. Marvel, really good. It appealed to a lot of bases for me.
My first comic is going to be Ninjax. This is actually a cover a friend of mine drew for me, but the comic's very well done. It's very action-packed, and if you like reading about ninjas and whatnot, I highly recommend it.
First one would be Hamlet. My senior year English teacher made us read it, and I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the plotline of it. It was a lot more than I was expecting because I really don't like Shakespeare, but for some reason Hamlet just kind of grabbed me, and I really, really liked it.
Howard the Duck, because it kind of stays with the story, as long as I've known from the 80s. So it's a good read. It's good humor.
Invader Zim was awesome. For Zim, huge fan, meant a lot to me as a kid, and when they brought it back, it was amazing.
Hercules, it's a great story about a hero who has, washed up, because, Hercules was this drunken mess all throughout the comics, but he starts to revamp his image and is now starting to be a real hero, like the modern ones.
Wolf Moon was interesting. It was a different take on the whole werewolf genre and mythology.
My second comic is going to be Rain. If you are a medieval fantasy nerd like me, or if you like sci-fi, this one spans across both realms.
The second one is a comic, Ms. Marvel. I really, really enjoyed it. I haven't really read through the other ones, but this one, there's something about the whole diversity of it and adding in the new characters and having her whole religious background tied into it, and it was really interesting to me. I enjoyed it, I couldn't put it down.
Another one is Fairyland. Now, great artwork. If you like Deadpool, you like Tank Girl, it's like Deadpool and Tank Girl had a kid, and this is the result of it. So it's a good read. It's only in the 3 issues, so I would say pick it up, get into it.
Neil Gaiman's Sandman Overture. It was like, when you read Neil Gaiman's Sandman, it was like, okay, this is a really cool story, everything's going, and then it ends. And you're like, okay, what else is there? It's a really great story, you can reread it, and then he does Overture. I mean, the Death was amazing, the little miniseries, but it wasn't Overture, and Overture was amazing, and it was Neil Gaiman, and it was pretty cool.
The next one would most likely be Justice League 3000. It's kind of a different tale of the Justice League. It's set in the year 3000, and the heroes are all the they're clones, basically, of the original heroes, so they have none of the personalities or memories of the old heroes, but they have all the superpowers and knowledge of the previous ones, which leads to a lot of hilarious misadventures.
And Cross was just really, really out there. It was really weird. Not for kids, but it was different. It was good. It was not the same route that I take with the superhero comics.
And then my third and final one is Super Dinosaur. It is a children's comic, but it appealed to me because it was action-packed, it had a very motivating story, it was very friend-based, and I love dinosaurs.
The third one turned into one of my favorite books, actually, is The Picture of Dorian Gray. And I really, really thought that it was kind of interesting to see how Oscar Wilde, he portrayed the character, and it kind of had something there that I think everyone can kind of relate to, in a sense of wanting to go out and do all of these things, but not wanting to necessarily impact yourself, do things without consequences. And it was just a really interesting read.
The other one would be 21st Century Tank Girl. Stays with the story even though she's in the 21st century.
It is Darth Vader Annual, I think. Well, it's the one where he finds out, where Boba Fett, badass as he is, goes up to him and says, "Hey Vader, you have a son," and he's still alive. Darth Vader, not going, ew, emotional, but he actually goes, he's just quiet, stares out at space, and then it starts cracking. Amazing. The art was fantastic. It was fantastic.
And the last one that I like to read isn't a comic book. It's actually a book by, I believe his name is Herman Hesse. It's a beautiful book called The Glass Bead Game, and inside is one story in particular called The Rainmaker. It's kind of a, what's it called? They're kind of set in the Paleolithic era. And it's a beautiful story about his shamanistic tribe and